Let's talk about it with us right now. Maybe tears or laughs out loud. Let's make a difference as we speak through conversation for our future and future generations. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Ousters! We are back for our Thursday session. We hope that you like the new day and time for our episode releases. Don't be afraid to come with your feedback on that. But here we are.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited about this episode. I'm sorry. It's a little spicy. It's a little messy. No, a lot messy. Let me stop lying. It's a lot messy. But I'm excited about this.
So, side piece confessions. Have you ever wanted to know the why of a side piece? Because sometimes side pieces just don't care. They know, but they don't care. So we're curious as to the whys of it. Do we ever blame the side piece 100%? Not really, it's the guy. But sometimes they just don't care. Or maybe they just don't know. Or there's a bunch of reasons. But we're going to find out because we've got this handy dandy BuzzFeed, because BuzzFeed is the shit. 15 former side pieces confess why they had affairs with married people, and my jaw is on the floor at some of these, by Lauren Garafno from the BuzzFeed staff. So let's do it.
So first I want to say why she did this article. Did you read the paragraph about why she did the article? I felt deeply hurt by my partner and decided not only to pay him back, but to ruin other idiots who wanted to cheat on their partners as well. I made a list of my targets at work in my head. I ended up dumping the rest one by one and left them heartbroken. Looking back, I don't regret it at all.
Dang.
One by one? Well,
I
how
wonder
many
how
did
many.
you?
So I was like, well, how many was it? Pepsi.
I don't know if I should be concerned or envious. I hadn't decided yet.
Oh
Probably
no.
concerned. One by one.
That's
Okay,
a
never mind.
that's a lot to go
Okay.
through for revenge. No,
Okay.
just saying. But okay, she must have been really hurt to have to go. Feel like to go. You would have to be really hurt to go through those lengths.
I agree.
Because
I
that takes thought to put. That's a lot of thought that goes into that. Interesting. All right, well, let's get to it. Number one, Binky Bow. I dated married men after college. No, I'm not proud of it. And while I was really into them all, I did not want these men for myself forever. But they really did work my ego, telling me how great I was, so much better than their this is some low down shit. So much better than their wives, how I understood them, dot dot dot. In truth, it was a suitable situation for me and I didn't have to deal with them all the time, which meant I didn't see the ugly bits. I knew pretty early that I didn't want to be married at all. And at the time, they seemed like a viable solution. But then I got married. And even though it was absolutely the wrong choice for me, I realized how badly I'd feel if I knew my husband cheated on me. I would never do that again. It's just wrong. I don't want to be a party. I don't want to be a party to hurting another woman like that. Too late. I never would have committed to any of those guys. Do you really want to marry a cheater? It also made me realize that no matter how many my crazy wife did this stories you hear, the wife has a bunch of true stories about him too. That part. So as a
And
ego
it took
stroker?
girl, so it took for you to get a husband? Mm, alright.
Mm,
Mm.
mhm.
Girl, I'm trying not to judge over here, but she said she was a repeat offender, ain't it?
She did.
That was her thing, right?
She said it, like, that's what I heard. But it's weird to me that it was the ego stroking that, like, they made her feel good. Like, "Honey, you need to feel good." Like, you can't wait for someone else to make you feel good. You have to feel good within yourself. And, I mean, clearly she didn't if she's in if she made this a repeat pattern, but damn, the
Well,
ego.
my thing is, I mean, I could be wrong, but I hope she don't think she gonna go through life and it's not gonna come back to in some form, shape, or fashion, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
I would
Mm.
love I would love for Binky Bo to come back. How's life doing now?
And how did that go for you, baby? How did that work?
She might have been the
Yep.
cheater.
I'm done. And you know what? I would believe you. You wanna know why?
Mm.
Because she says, "Although that wasn't the right choice for me, that was absolutely the wrong choice for me." So you got a whole husband that you're married to, and you're still saying you made the wrong choice?
My fair point. But my thought is she was with these guys because they fed her fucking ego.
Oh, he's not feeding your ego
What
anymore?
happens when marriage can get boring occasionally. So what happens when he stops stroking your fucking ego? Then what are you gonna do?
Go and seek attention elsewhere? That's what I would think, but, I mean, maybe I'm just being judgmental, I don't know.
Oh well.
Oh,
I'll
well.
just be one of those old aunties being judgmental. Fuck it. That's how I see it. Because while you sitting here feeling like, oh, I made a mistake, I'm married now. Okay. Hmm.
Girl, look at this, okay. I, 35 female, met my friend's dad, 26 male, at a school meeting and felt an instant attraction to him. Our kids quickly became best friends and started spending a lot of time together. Over time, I also became close friends with his wife, 25 female.
Okay. I'm like,
I
how's this
just have
gonna
to
play out?
I had to sit with that a minute.
Hmm.
Mm, I did read that right. Over time, I also became close friends with his wife. I, okay. Because of my feelings for him, I did my best to avoid him, but inevitably, we ended up in each other's company from time to time. As we talked more, I realized just how much we had in common. Similar goals, the same sense of humor, and an effortless ability to talk for hours about anything. Eventually, I confessed my feelings, thinking it would push him away. Instead, he admitted he felt the same. For the past 8 weeks, we've been secretly seeing each other. Nothing physical has happened yet, but it feels inevitable. And I hate myself every day for letting it get this far. So then why are we still in this friendship?
I think that I don't know, sometimes we just want the gratification more than what's gonna make sense and forget how it's gonna hurt people. Like, she's your friend. Dude, she's your friend and you're fucking with her guy. Like, so and she's
And I
older.
guess
You're 35 years old, honey. You should know better.
not only that, but I think to myself, oh, we haven't. so they haven't done anything. But it's still cheating, ma'am.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's still cheating. Just because you ain't get it in yet. And I say yet because what did she say? What's her favorite word she loves saying? Inevitable. No, no, not really. You made it inevitable. That didn't have to happen. That doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to go that way.
That part, because you can remove yourself from the situation if you felt so. Like every thought doesn't have to be an action, especially when it comes to some shit like that. Oh, he's cute. I like him. We have the same goals. We should talk to each other, despite the fact that he's with someone and I'm friends with his girl, whatever. But just every thought doesn't require an action. Like just because you think this person is dot 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 doesn't mean you got to go fuck with him. Excuse me, because like it will
Period.
inevitably happen. Whatever, bitch. Yes, I'm used to it.
Inevitably. The fuck?
Fuck that.
Inevitable, huh? I
She's
tell you,
selfish.
it's inevitable.
She's selfish. He makes her feel young again, and she don't. That's why she don't care. Sorry.
I know about that making it feel young again.
I mean, I get it. Like we're both unattached people. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. I
But for
agree.
you to just be like, one, you're friendly with him and his girlfriend.
That
You
it's
selfish
it's
ass.
that's a whole nother level of deceit, in my personal opinion.
Absolutely.
Wrong is wrong, regardless, right? I get it. But when you actually know the spouse and smiling in this chick face, and
Mhm.
you got a whole thing for her husband, now that is a whole nother low,
Yes,
in
and
my personal opinion.
yeah, it is. Like I have met Mr. I'm separated. But I will not making excuses. I was very young and I didn't really understand that. Hey, look, when someone, a man or a woman, says that they're separated, doesn't necessarily mean that they're separated to divorce. But my naive ass was like, oh, that means that that's done. Wrong. It won't. I met that guy. Um, and it is what it is. That shit, it was a long time ago. But you, I just think that sometimes it's easier to kind of want to fulfill like your immediate need versus thinking the logistics of it, like, or really kind of dissect it and be like, well, what does that mean? Now this woman here, she's 35 years old. I don't think that at 35 you'd be so fucking naive. She ain't 21. Anyway. All right.
Mhm.
So, final entertainment 60. We were just friends with benefits at first. I grew feelings. He told me he was messing with other chicks and I wasn't with it because I wanted a relationship at the time. I broke it off, but remained obsessed. He got into a relationship 2 months later. They're still together after all this time, surprisingly. He ended up coming back to pursue me sexually 10 months into their relationship, and I never pushed him away. My lizard brain also doesn't care.
Girl, the silence.
Like, what do you say to that? My
And that's
lizard
why I was
brain also doesn't care.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said that it's the it's it's the don't care for me.
Mhm. My
What?
ex-husband's my ex-husband, the lady he cheated on with her, she was Miss I don't care. I
Girl.
think they're married now. I wonder if she still don't care.
Girl, probably not. She probably thinks she different. Don't like, oh, you think you special. Just wait for it. Wait for it.
It'll happen eventually. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I will use myself as the example, and I'm okay with it because I made peace with it. I don't give a shit. I'm not afraid to say, hey, look, I was stupid and naive. That shit did come back to me. Did it come back to me 10 times worth? Hell yeah. Not once, but twice, because this motherfucker cheated twice. So, on that note, lady, she gonna be for a rude awakening when this shit blows up in her face, because it will.
Girl, so 47 Canada.
Mm.
I was the other woman. I didn't know for about a year that he was married at the time. 20ish years, and he and his wife had a son. He lied about having a daughter and lied about his job. During the time we dated, I had never met anyone in his circle, had never been to his house or met his son. There were so many things I didn't pay attention to. They ended up divorcing. His son wanted nothing to do with him. He and I ended up getting married. Fast forward to a couple of years ago when I cheated on him. Fast forward to the present time when we are separated and I am looking for a place of my own. I'm in therapy. I've got a lot to unpack. I think that karma worked both ways. So he was cheating on his wife with you, and now you cheated on him. But it wouldn't surprise me if it don't matter because he was probably still doing
Fair point. Probably
um
was. Yeah.
I had a debate with somebody a while ago, and they brung up a celebrity and their marriage. Um and I was like, we might not hear about it today, we might not hear about it tomorrow, we might not never hear about it, but I promise you, if he did it to her and they argue me down, no, sometimes people bring out just because they did it to that person doesn't mean they'll do. Man, I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of these women think.
In our experience, that's what we see. Just saying. I
But
ain't never heard
hey,
of no man who cheated just one time. If they cheat, they gonna cheat. I have never ever heard of a guy in my experience. Maybe you
a
guys have
good
other experience, or maybe you just don't know that the motherfucker did it again because he just got better. How
got better
about
at hiding it.
that? That part. I've never experienced a guy who didn't cheat more than one time. Oh, it's just one time. Oh, that's bullshit. I'm just saying.
Period. And period. And these women that go around, you know,
Because
um,
once you say it's okay, you give. I understand finding forgiveness, and I'm not saying it's impossible, but I find it really hard to believe that once someone cheats and then you forgive them and they decide, okay, I'm going to do the right thing now. That's bullshit. Just in my humble opinion and what I've seen. So I found myself in a similar situation once. Like so many of these stories, it really comes down to me being young and insecure and truly believing that some attention and affection was better than nothing. I took it wherever I could get it, believing that if we could make it work and overcome the obstacles in our way, everything would be great because love conquers all. Bullshit, but okay. The video chats, the phone calls, the texting, and sending pictures back and forth just made it feel like a long distance relationship. Long, messy, short story. It ended badly after several years of being off and on. But just because it starts off as an online relationship doesn't invalidate it. You can still, this is true, you can still develop genuine feelings of for the person. It doesn't make the hurt suck any less. Very true. And it certainly doesn't mean it's any easier to leave when you've been sucked in that deeply.
mm, yeah.
That guy's probably like a catfish or some shit. If y'all was only online and never met in person. Mo2758. Just my humble opinion. Did you ever meet in person? I'm just curious. I would bet money that that was a catfish and there was Probably like her best
Girl, did you see that episode? I was like, "What kind of messy shit is that?" Girl, that is not your friend. Yo, was your mind blown? Cause my mind was blown. I was like,
I was like,
"What?"
"What?" Mo, 2758, come forward. Was it really someone on the
Right?
other line? Or
Yo, you should like, yo, I had to look at it like, why would you do that to that's not your friend.
Mm-mm,
They don't even like you. For real.
mm-mm, mm-mm. No, they do like you for real. I'm on some shit today. It must be all that Motrin. Huh.
Ooh,
Huh.
girl, that was good.
Mm.
Ooh, okay.
All
Anonymous. Girl,
right.
I got
Okay.
girl, that was the shit right there. I swear. That was good. You be coming up with it. Okay. I knew I had been my ex's other woman when they started to tell the person they left me for the exact same thing they told me about their first wife. Surprise, surprise. Like we were just roommates and our marriage had been over for a long time. It was like a veil lifted,
Mm.
but I felt like I deserved it because I didn't question it. Remember that if they will cheat with you, they will cheat on you.
That
Now,
part.
ain't that's what the heck I just said? Let me see. How
All
many
the
stories
time.
ago? When was that? How many stories ago that was? Yeah,
All the
that part.
time.
That.
All
Mm.
the how you win them is how you lose them.
Girl, how you get them is how you lose them. Yeah, that's what they say.
And you know what's funny? I don't know. I think it's weird that some like I get it. Like sometimes we want to feel like adored and admired and stuff like that. But to let that kind of overweigh that need to even when knowing is kind of like that's really fucked up. Um it's just really I think it's just kind of messed up. But then like the other person up there who number one was like, hey, I didn't care. My lizard brain doesn't care. Like
Yeah.
people don't care.
I mean, we have to accept the fact and acknowledge, we have to acknowledge that some people don't care. They don't look at things the way we look at them. And I don't know if that makes it wrong or right. Maybe it makes it wrong in our eyes. But I mean, um, even like who are we to judge? I mean, I be judging, but
I mean, Judge, I ain't gonna lie.
I've definitely I confess that I've definitely been the other woman without knowledge. And then even after I found out and they were separated, their whole separated,
Mhm.
um, I still did kind of give him time, but I believe that was, we talked about it and I don't mind sharing, but I really feel like that was out of my disappointment for other from another situation. So I was like kind of felt like I wanted something to do and I think I just had a selfish moment. I feel kind of maybe like the chick that was like I needed somebody to stroke my ego, except I do care. I care. That's the fucking problem is that I care. My lizard brain care.
And I do understand sometimes it's easy to fall into something and before you realize it, it's bigger than you intended,
I think so.
right? I know I'm judgmental when it comes to stuff like this, but I'm like I do understand that part of it sometimes it can just become bigger before you faster than you think it will, and it's just supposed to be fun, and then suddenly turns into something else.
Like, oh,
Things,
I kind of like him.
yeah,
Wait, I like
it's
him. Oh,
easy.
I'm about to block this Negro. I like him.
um,
Okay, go ahead.
but now, but I don't know, like I was in a situation one time where I don't give a shit what you say. I am not hanging out with somebody who's about to be married or recently just fucking married. And
Yeah.
this dude tried to play it off like, oh, we was just gonna hang out. I ain't mean anything by it. But you newly fucking married. You think that your wife ain't gonna have a problem with you hanging out with some chick to
Mhm.
go hang out? Because oh, you seem kind of lonely, bitch. Please. I might have been a little bit lonely, but not lonely enough to fuck with your ass.
That
Just
part.
I had a guy try to pull that shit on me, and I was like, hard no. I'm just coming out of a marriage with a motherfucking cheater, two-time cheater, and you nah, ain't happening. But they try to
Mhm.
fucking play it off, and I was like, I ain't stupid, but you got men out there who do stuff like this. But you
Mhm.
can see how he seemingly try to flip it into something like, oh, it's harmless, it's nothing, and then it's harmless and nothing, and then he's having a whole full blown affair with you. So I think it's
Mhm.
easy to kind of fall into that trap because sometimes these guys make it seem real good.
They do. And they really do have I'm not gonna lie. They really do uh stroke your ego. They
Mhm.
really do. You know, like you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, da 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 da. Da. And you be like, hey, thanks, you know?
Yeah.
And especially depending on where you are. Like what I mean like where you are, I mean like mentally or emotionally or like if you're
Mhm.
going through something, if you're dealing with other things,
Mhm. Yeah.
those things can be, you know, nice to hear. And I don't mean stroke your ego like conceited. I mean like sometimes you want to hear those things
Mhm.
for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I could see how it could be easy to fall into that trap. But hey, don't let these fuckers do that shit. Anyway, okay. So I was married and got cheated on. Yes, this could be me, but it's not. California 27. I was married and got cheated on. I stayed. Oh, that's this. Okay. Okay. I stayed a virgin my whole life to finally give my partner a special gift when I got married. I felt deeply hurt by my partner and decided not only to pay him back, but to ruin other idiots who wanted to cheat on their partners as well. I wanted to get filthy and dirty as well because he didn't deserve me. I made a list of my targets. This must be the author. Sounds very familiar, like the author. I made a list of my targets at work in my head. I was successful with many of them, and even one guy got caught and his wife divorced him. I ended up dumping the rest one by one and left them heartbroken. But I finally learned to forgive myself for what happened and have no desire to cheat with men with partners ever again. It's too much work. I tell you, and my partner, he will never know until I decide to tell him when he acts stupid again. That's why she was so methodical with
Oh.
it. I was like, remember I said it must have been really bad for her to kind of go through all this, to decide to go through this length. Wow.
And it was and I apologize. So that was not the author's story. She just put that in a snippet.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I
Okay,
do apologize. I misunderstood that.
okay.
I
Okay.
thought it was her story. Wow.
Shit.
You said that. You said it
I
had
mean,
to be you said that. You absolutely did. You said they must have been really hurt to have done all of that. And
imagine
that's what she did.
saving your virginity, one of the most precious things, for some jackass to fucking really, dude.
I can't. I can't imagine it. Same.
I can't imagine that. I don't know.
What?
Okay.
It is
Nah,
what it is. It's like a
that
man.
part.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yep. Let me take a sip real quick. Mm.
About 6 years ago, I joined a professional wrestling organization. He was the first person I met, and I was instantly attracted to him. For several months, and talked. We always flirted and talked. I found out he had a wife. I was disappointed, but I accepted it and stopped flirting. Not enough, huh? He didn't stop though, and then it picked up again. I knew it was wrong. I had such low self esteem back then. I just couldn't believe a hot guy that I was attracted to felt the same way. He made me feel sexy and wanted. During the affair, we had sex everywhere. It was exciting because there was a chance we would be caught by someone in public. I believed him when he told me that his wife treated him like a roommate and not a man and all that crap. I rationalized it as if he's the one breaking the vows, not me. After a while, I started seeing that he was obsessed with sex, and it really turned me off.
Mm.
It got to the point where I wasn't into him anymore. Turns out I wasn't the only girl. Surprise, surprise.
Not
His
at
wife
all.
divorced him. Oh, wait, my bad. Wait. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Like, are we surprised? Girl, are we shocked?
Hell no.
Are are we? Sis.
Nope.
Okay. So his wife divorced him. I would think so. He texts me every now and then, talks about how he has changed and all that BS. I am I am more confident in myself now and would never go anywhere near him again. I will always regret what I did, but I am glad it happened because I grew from it. Now, what I will say is that's exactly what that kind of leads to what I said earlier when I was like, it kind of depends on where you are in your
Mhm.
life. Even my situationship, it was because I feel like I was really disappointed about another situation. So I was like,
Yeah.
he is, and I rationalize it with, oh well, he is separated.
Oh, I'm separated. Sometimes these guys have to give the gap and they really make you feel like it's not what it is. Um, but until there's like in my head, until there's divorce proceedings, that's when it feels like okay, you're really serious about this, or that part has been initiated. Um, because like I was separated in my own home. Like I was separated a good 6 months in like an in home, not legal separation, but it was an in home separation. Before I finally decided to leave because I was so fucking angry. Um, but you kind of the separation part. Like I never even looked at another dude until it was like, yeah, I'm done, and I'm making plans to leave. You know what I'm saying? It was like, well, who could like trying it wasn't even like I was entertaining. It was like in me trying to envision being with someone else. It
Mhm.
wasn't even like, could I? I don't know. Well, what about someone like him? Oh, I don't know. It was
I
like
got
that, you know? And I'm not saying like it's not possible to be separated and pursue a relationship and let that relationship be successful, but it's very tricky if divorce proceedings haven't really happened, because then that shows to me like you really mean that that's going to be the end, you know. I don't know. Mm.
And I
But she
think
did grow from it.
consistency would play a part in that too. Cause anytime it's like, "Oh, we were looking real inconsistent," you can guarantee what that lady said, "Oh, he had other women."
Yeah, you know. And like I'm okay feeling like fully transparent. Like my divorce took so effing long. It was delayed by, and that's the shit that I didn't understand. I'm like, dude, you don't want to be with me, you want to be with someone else, that's fine. But why are you gonna sit here and try to fucking delay this divorce? Um
Oh,
that
they
I
don't
was
like loss. Greedy, selfish, like,
that part, like,
uh,
but like my shit took so long that I was like, no, I'm ready to move on now. Like I'm done with you in this situation. And I moved on before I was officially divorced, but my proceedings had already started. You know, it was like we're coming down to the home stretch type shit.
mm.
Um, but like it's I don't know. It's like sometimes these guys they just want to have it both. They think they're entitled to have it both fucking ways. All right, let's see. I've had situationships with at least four married men when I was younger. I made them feel alive. They made me feel valued. It was so screwed up. My daddy issues are valid. Fair point. 40 NPA.
I was a part of his friends group, and everyone talked about his wife being a terrible person and that they were separated. One night out with the group, he and I just sat and talked. I knew he was married, but I literally fell for him that night,
Mm.
and we were inseparable from then on. He did eventually get a divorce. It took 2 years, but we got married a week later. We've been married 26 years. That was anonymous.
1 out of 10 so far. They
I'm
are
gonna
the
tell you
1%.
right, right. Okay, so there goes that 1% that me and that person was having a debate about, right?
Mhm.
But I think a red flag for me is when they talk trash about their exes. Um, that's definitely a red flag for me. I think if that person would have talked trash, I probably would have looked at it a lot differently.
Yeah, because they said
Right.
everybody in the group, not him. That part. Yep. Very true.
But that person never talked trash at all, ever. And I give him respect for that. It was always,
Mhm.
yeah, never talk trash. Very respectful, you know, even when speaking about, um, you know,
I mean, it's unnecessary. Like, it's completely unnecessary. And it doesn't change the fact that this thing is happening. Now, I know I did. I talked trash about, my ex-husband, but it wasn't to like anybody else. It was like amongst my friends and my support system. It
mm,
wasn't to make him look bad in the eyes of someone else, and it's not even like not none of that. It was, dude, I need support here.
mhm.
Um, but dude, if he's talking shit about his ex-wife, guarantee
You're next.
that part. That part right there. Let's see. So I was going through my first breakup after 2.5 years. My manager at my job came off as friendly and compassionate about my situation. Oh boy. He says, time for me to get it in. Okay. I can tell you that without even going forward. But let's see. He, he started sharing that he understood what I was going through and that his current partner, who I had met multiple times, was mentally unwell and incredibly abusive toward him. Bullshit. I bet you flip it. He's the abusive one. She
Yeah.
was closer to my age than he was. I started to dislike her because I thought he was so cool. Then he told me he loved me. Oh, he told me he loved me and wanted to be with me, but
I
we had
bet.
to but we had to keep it secret for numerous reasons. flag, red one. I guess I kind of liked him. Girl, you did or you didn't. Okay. I guess I kind of liked him, but I really liked the attention after such a terrible breakup. Okay, I got that. My self shit, my self-worth had never been so low. Eventually, he told me he left her, but she refused roommates, but she refused to move out. I don't think he ever broke up with her. His true colors started showing, or I guess they always had, and he became super emotionally abusive, driving too driving too fast to scare me, calling me, making fun of my interests. I ghosted him, and now I have a fabulous career and partner. I'm now a huge advocate for young girls in my situation. Go ahead, 23 in Canada. Be an advocate for others.
That part. So, anonymous. I was broken and I chose married involved men because I needed them to have some what? Wait, sorry. Needed to have some more importance to go after what?
Ouch. Uh,
Okay, so I'm going to read that fully through because I was a little bit stunned and confused, but okay. I was broken and chose married involved men because I needed them to have someplace more important to go after I had my way with them. Now, I think that would definitely be you use them as a tool.
Hands down, she did.
Girl, I don't even know if I'm mad at it.
I was
Feel like
kind of
I'm done with
thinking,
you. Goodbye.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but then I was like, okay,
Maybe if they
uh,
weren't married.
that part.
Yeah. Girl. Inevitably, they started what? I'm so sorry.
Um,
It's that
in,
word, it's stuck in my mind.
invariably,
Invariably. Say
Jesus
it
Christ,
again.
invariably.
Invariably.
I'd be like, once they started with the, just skip that word and say once.
Okay. Once they have started with the I don't love my wife conversation, thinking that was what I wanted to hear, they couldn't have been more wrong.
I ain't fully mad at it, but the only thing I say is like, hey, look, there's plenty of guys that I bet you if you just hit them with the look, I just want to, and that's it,
He'll be fine with it.
they'll be fine
But
with it. I think there's plenty of guys out there who feel that way, but they're too afraid to say it, and they ended up doing some, trashy type shit because they're too afraid to vocalize, or they think that a woman wouldn't be on board with just doing the thing. Um, and there's nothing wrong with just having a mutually agreed upon this relationship is just for this, no feelings. Ain't
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But these guys, like, they make it more fucking complicated. Just be upfront about it. And I bet you this chick, if you said, hey dude, this is what I want, some dude would be like, hell yeah, let's go for it.
I'm with it. Let's go.
Tinder. I just
Girl,
say. Oh, okay, wait, this is a
that
long
part.
one. Hold up. We met working together when I was 19 and he was 24. He was single at the time, and I was in a long distance relationship with my college boyfriend. It's a long story that was drawn out over a few years, but ultimately, by the time my college boyfriend and I finally broke up, this guy was in a new relationship with another girl. We were no longer working together, but we still texted each other almost daily. We would see each other We would see each other to hook up whenever I was back in town. I knew of her, knew she existed, but at the time he had been the other person in my relationship with my college boyfriend. At the time, I just thought, well, tit for tat. Jeez. I cheated with him, so he's cheating with me. and it all evens out. Wrong. It was such a selfish outlook, but my chemistry and love for this man is overwhelming. While he was dating her, jeez, while he was dating her, I'd see other people, but every time I was single again, he and I would hook up. He'd complain to me about their relationship, and I thought surely one day they would break up. He eventually ended up marrying her. Not surprising. At this point, we only kept in contact via non trackable apps because, Jesus Christ, because she knew about me and was insanely upset about it, which, duh. And, duh. And I remember that night, my sister told me he had gotten married and it felt like a sucker punch to the gut. I bet. After that night, I was cut off. After that night, I cut off all communication with him and quit him cold turkey. That was damn girl. That was 7 years ago, and not a day goes by where I don't think of him. Whoa, anonymous. Damn. I don't even know what to say about this. Shit.
Girl, I'm over here like, um, what they say? What did we say? How you get them? It's how you lose them.
You know what's interesting? Every time she broke up with a guy, then he came in. Oh, it's a weird pattern. Do you know what I'm saying?
I smell a lot of
But he stayed with the same person. Bullshit.
what? Oh, bullshit.
Bullshit.
No, no, I was gonna say, that's a lot of I smell God, I don't want to say smell, but I vision a lot of what is that shit? God, I can't think of the name of that shit. Um V V what is it? VSP?
The fuck is VSP?
VSP, from swapping all of them secretions from this person to that person and you with this person.
Oh.
What is
Oh.
it called? Uh
What is
I can't remember
VSP?
what the name of what is it called? I can't remember what the fucking shit
A
is
vision
called.
plan?
No. I think it's called R what is that shit called? It's a acronym for it and it won't come to me.
A vision plan.
Um when you say it like that.
Dude, that's my vision provider. I'm like a vision.
What?
Yo,
Girl.
old auntie.
Okay, I don't know. No,
Okay.
that's like it's like a yeast infection waiting to happen. Look,
Yeah. A vision. Okay.
um,
Fair
um,
point. You ain't lying.
or something, some other shit. Um, um, I don't know. I just that's a lot. That's
Yeah.
girl, that's a lot. Okay. Uh, um, I'm gonna be honest. I almost felt a little bad for a split second for her because I think she thought there's nothing about her that I read in here. I mean, I do feel like it was a little messy, especially that tit for tat comment. But I do feel like there was a part of her that thought they were going to be together. I think that's why she continued to do the back and forth thing with him.
Mhm.
I feel that.
I,
Um,
yeah.
and then I think that's why it was so hurtful for her. when she found out that he married this other chick. First of all, y'all not even friends.
Y'all just
That
fuck
I just
buddies.
have to throw that out because why you had to find that out through somebody else. You had it from her sister. Her sister told her.
Yeah,
Yeah, so y'all wasn't as cool as y'all thought. Clearly,
agreed.
um, I feel bad for her a little bit. There's a part of me that feels bad for her.
A little bit, yeah. Like she's just waiting in the wings, waiting for him to kind of
Yeah.
pick
So
her.
like a placeholder almost, kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, like, and I don't really think I don't know if this. I mean, he's not. Well, when he ended up married, I see that she did kind of like end the situation. So I don't really know if I would consider her. Well, I guess if you're in a relationship, it's still cheating. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to give her out because I did kind of feel a little bad for her. Sorry,
I did a pinch, but I was
man.
like, oh, I mean, you knew what time it was.
Y'all was back and forth. I mean, you knew he was a.
That part. That part.
Okay. Gay Grammy. Okay.
Okay, happy
Let's see what you
Grammy.
got to say. Okay. All right. Let's go. I chose to be a side chick when I was
Oh no,
in
not
the
a happy Grammy.
closet.
Oh, for real.
Oh, I thought you meant you were happy. Oh,
Same.
no. No, that's not it.
Okay.
Okay. No judgment. Let's hear it. Okay.
Oh.
I chose to be a side chick when I was in the closet. Okay. I could see, remember earlier, like we talked about that, like where you are emotionally could play a
Mm-hmm.
factor. Okay. I felt like no one else would love me, so this this would have to be good enough. I
Mm.
didn't understand that I deserved more. It became abusive. It took me longer than it should have to exit the relationship for good, but I finally did. I would never do it again. Being in a secretless relationship puts you in a perfect position to be abused, girl.
Yeah, that was a powerful statement. Whoa. Mm.
No one to witness it, no one to share your concerns.
Hmm. That makes sense. So being in a secret relationship puts you, yeah, yeah. Wow, that's a powerful part. Yeah.
Listen, I read something the other day, I just haven't used it yet. I feel like I can't because I feel like I've been guilty of it. But they was like, if you're in a relationship where you can't post each other,
uh
y'all shouldn't be together. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what I thought. I had two thoughts. I had two thoughts. I was like, I've definitely been there. But then my other thought was, I don't think I will ever post another Negro. Ever.
Mm.
Like, yeah. Unless it's a ring on it, I'm not posting you.
Yeah.
Now, if we just friends, that's different. I post all my friends. Sometimes it confuses people because a lot of people thought that me and Reggie was a thing because I was posting him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm posting him because he's my friend. The person that I don't post.
Nah. I mean, listen, I get I mean, my husband's not on social media, period. Like, done, done. Um, and I tend not to post people or things that I cherish because, there's always somebody in the wings trying to fuck up your shit. And I tell no lies. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always going to be someone in the wings who wants what you have and is willing to go to any length to fuck up your shit. Look at Cardi B. Perfect example when she's talking about that she was out there trying to help other artists, up and coming artists, and they was the ones fucking her husband. uh-uh. I'm not saying my husband would ever be susceptible to it, but do you know what I'm saying? Just saying. Hell no. She said it. Even she said it. And she's someone who everybody knows. It's like Beyonce, dude. Like you can't be satisfied with that shit. And there's always some jackass in the wings who wants what you got. Who will go through any lengths to get it.
That part.
So I
That part
just
right there.
uh-uh.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I feel that way about it, but I definitely feel like the only person that I will ever post that I'm in a relationship with, if we just kicking it, if we just in a relationship,
mhm.
yeah, I'm not posting you. Because I might not like your ass tomorrow, you might not like me. And I learned my lesson with that. Thanks.
Ooh. I don't know. Maybe I look at it wrong, but I was like, no. And the fact is, like, I don't know. Maybe if he was a little bit more active on social, I would consider it. But like, I'm not even put my kids on fucking social. No. Let's see. Okay, so we'd been on and off friends with benefits for basically a decade. Ever since we were kids, whenever we both happened to not be in a relationship at the same time. Okay. Even Stevens. So we were very used to meeting up, having a really great time together, and then going back to whatever our lives were already. At some point, our usual thing happened when I was single and lonely, but he had a LTR. What the fuck does that mean?
Long-term relationship,
Okay, got it.
right?
I hope so. Sounds right. I was like,
I
damn
hope
these
that's what that
acronyms.
means.
An LTR girlfriend. I guess on my end, nothing was really out of the ordinary, and it was just something I was used to doing with that person when I didn't have someone. I was going through the motions, I guess. I was not really thinking at all about the girlfriend I hadn't met. Ooh. I felt bad later when my brain caught up, so it ended because I turned our unspoken rule, which we broke, into a spoken rule and told him we wouldn't be doing that anymore. Okay, Zensky underscore S14. Okay.
Okay.
I get that. Fell into a pattern. And then once your brain caught up to, you're like, yeah, we ain't doing that shit. All right. Fair point.
Um, I give it to her. She did, you know, uh, what's the word? She did care.
Yeah, she did. Unlike Brain Lizard. What, Brain Lizard
That's
Brain?
it. That's it. I was like, that's what I could like. What is it? What was it? That's it. That's it.
My
Okay,
lizard brain.
lizard brain.
Lizard
Okay.
brain.
I approached a stranger at a bar and got his name and number. He didn't live in my state, but he never made any attempt to hide the fact he was in a relationship in his home state.
Hmm.
Got it? He'd fly out to see me monthly to hang out and hook up. I was in a really depressed place. I could see that. And I knew I was not the only girl he was stepping out on his girlfriend with. And I did not care. If it wasn't if it wasn't with me, it was going to be with someone else. So I might as well get my kicks. He was severely depressed about an ex-girlfriend of his, even though he was dating someone new. And I was fresh out of a really difficult breakup and didn't need or want anything serious. We talked about our sadness together and have some pretty mind-blowing sex. He was someone just I'm sorry. I tried to be an adult about that comment, but
I won.
you laughed, so thank you.
Fuck it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Um, and yeah, I felt bad for his girlfriend. Well, which one is it? You don't care or you felt bad for his girlfriend? It can't be both. Um, no, you didn't, because you said you didn't care. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay.
She did kind of say that if it wasn't me, it wouldn't be so. So might as well keep it.
Right. So which one is it, honey? Um, yeah, I felt bad for his girlfriend, and I still do, but this one was much less personal and very much I was not the only state he was sleeping over in. Was I right in this situation? Absolutely not. Very bad choice by me. Emotions and sadness are strong drivers of action, sometimes facts. All I can do is recognize my past, failing, and be better. Anonymous. I give it to her. I could see that. I could see that.
That motherfucker won't depress about shit. He just was. He was willing to fly
He
all over the.
wasn't.
That's why. But he won't depress her. Sure,
She
him.
probably was.
He is a master fucking manipulator and told her what he thought she wanted to hear to fucking get laid. You buying flights to get laid in other states. You ain't depressed about shit. You just. I would call that
And
guy. He's probably a narcissist.
he's probably carrying some other shit too, but that's beside the point. Okay, let's go.
He capping. He wanted to get some butt and was like, I'ma get it and I'ma sell this line so I can get it. If he's flying all over the place for some ass, he full of shit. Okay. First of all, how he got money to be flying all over the place? Because I don't know about you, but flights ain't cheap.
Well, especially now, huh?
I mean, who the fuck would want to fly? Just saying. Anyway. I don't know. There's a shortage of traffic controllers because they ain't fucking getting paid.
You
I don't know. Anyway. I'm gonna get off my petty right now. Okay. Number 17, the final.
Oh, my bad. I was over here practicing so I could put in an application because I think they'll anybody.
Oh, wait. That's right. Even if you ain't qualified, they're gonna hire you to be a traffic controller.
You ain't gotta know much. You ain't even gotta have no type of experience.
They can hire my 10-year-old to be a traffic controller. The way to hear some people talk about DEI
Right.
hires. Fuck. Anyway.
You can't see me? No? I'm sorry. That's not how it works.
It's like those
That's
TikTok
not how it works.
commercials. Nah, when you see people like Spirit Airline taking off in the middle of like a fucking hurricane, those spoof commercials, it's kind of like that. It's what it feels like.
Yeah, we still doing this? Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
I'm done. I'm gonna reel it back in. Okay. Number 17, the last and final one. He came into the gas station I worked at. I wasn't interested at first. He asked for my Facebook and then my number. A few months went by and I saw his friend at the store they worked at and then saw him. Fast forward to a week or so, my significant other left me for his side chick. Damn. And I was devastated. Okay, so you was with somebody, your dude left you for some other chick. Got it. I had added the dude on Facebook and pursued him. Turns out we were in a very similar situations. He told me his wife cheated on him and moved out. Well, we had lied about each other for a while because I guess we still wanted our partners. I would go to his apartment and we did the do quite a few times, went to New York and met his parents and siblings and cousins and some friends. I was even invited by his mom to a family trip back to their country. Once we let our situationship go public, his wife threatened to fight me, but never ever, sorry, but nothing ever came of it because I went back to my old boyfriend. 6 years later, I'm still with my boyfriend and I've heard they're now divorced. You know, it's always weird to me when families be like co-signing
Girl,
this shit that these motherfuckers be doing.
cause I've been there. Oh, girl, I've been there. My ex-husband, honey, girl.
That's weird to me. I always find that really, really strange. Like, I understand your adult kids are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're adults. You should be past the point of parenting them, especially when you're old enough to be married and stuff like that. Um, but for them to be like, oh, let's meet, come back to our country. What the fuck? He's still married.
And then and I think that's even if they're not married, like if you know that your son is in a relationship with somebody, like I literally have had that happen to me. Like before I married my ex-husband, he was messing around with somebody and his mother definitely knew that we were still together, and she had the girl over there with she was babysitting our kids and had the girl over there. The girl was even like even went as so far as to, from what the girl says, what she said at the time was she would even tell her to park her car behind the trailer, so when I pulled up, I never knew the damn girl was there.
That's some shady shit. And then, oh my God, I was about to go in. I'm stop. I was about to
It
go
doesn't matter.
in.
It's in the past. But that was like literally right before we were even married. And I remember everybody defending that shit. Like, oh, well, she just didn't want to get involved. She didn't want to have any drama. And you're about the drama. No, I'm not about the drama. I'm about the real shit. Y'all don't like me because I don't. That's some messy shit. In my personal opinion, I think that's some messy shit.
I wonder if I don't know. Like I really hope that like when my youngest becomes an adult, that I'm not one of those mothers. I don't think I would be because as a parent and as a woman, like you still gotta hold your kids accountable. You think
Shoot.
holding your adult kid accountable, like there's for
Ask my
you.
boys. Ask my boys. Ask my boys. My homegirl was like, "Really, Janine?" And I did. I in a minute. Yo, how was so and so doing in front of them? How's she doing? She doing all right? Yes. Yo, I
Who's
swear,
this?
listen, ask. Yo,
And you
my
are?
kids was like, sure. Cause I know what that feels like. And so if you don't tell me that y'all are broken up, any chick that comes to the house, I'm gonna be asking about her in front of her. Housewife, how's she doing? She doing all right?
And who's this to you?
And hey, how are you? And y'all, I swear to God, yo, one time my son was like, "Mom, please don't do that, don't do that, Mom, don't do that, don't do that," because I do, I promise you. Yeah, I think that's why for a while he didn't bring certain people around me. Cause like if you listen, cause I'm not, and you might some might see that messy, and some people might be like, well, y'all not married because that's that thing that was thrown at me from my ex mother in law. Well, y'all not married, da, da, da.
So?
But that's it. But I won't partake in that as a woman because before I was a mother, I was a woman. Before I was a mother, I was a young woman, a girl. And I could have never had children and still been a mother. I get it, but I,
Mhm.
I you know, I, I no, I ain't with that shit. Don't bring them here. Don't bring them here because I am going to embarrass you. Don't bring them here because I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell so subtly. I'm gonna tell so subtle Like,
God.
oh, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, you so pretty. How's so and so? How's she doing? She doing good? Okay. All right, nice to meet you. You tell so and so call me, okay?
Because I'm going to spill all the beans. I don't know.
And then one time, I'm gonna tell what happened one time. One time I told about a situation and that person, I'm not gonna lie, that person didn't believe me. So I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind then.
I mean, I can see why that would be the only hesitation why people may not say something. But as a parent, I don't care, male, female parent, whatever, dad, moms, like you still gotta hold your kids accountable, even into adulthood, and like trying to help that person cover up the shit and cover up the fucking lie. Do you
It's ugly.
understand that when you do this, this is what you're gonna be doing for their whole adult life? And
And
if
he was an
that's what
adult.
you want, then
Right.
by all means, because you're the ones that's gonna have to deal with that shit for their whole adult life. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
that person is gonna still have to know how to function in life without you. So while you sitting there thinking you're doing them a motherfucking favor, the only thing you're doing is not telling them how to deal with shit on their own. Now I'm not talking a young adult because when
And
a
take
young adult
accountability.
and take accountability, but and let me be clear, like I think young people do dumb shit.
That.
Okay. And as it takes time to grow and learn, but I think it's after a certain point, like if your kid is in their 30s, getting close to that 30 mark, it's time for you to start fucking drawing back and letting them fucking do it. Mid
Mhm.
early 20s to mid 20s is I think what I see the line. As long as they're keeping it fucking respectful, all that shit.
Mhm.
But like 30, 40, 50, come on. If you're still protecting their ass and bailing them out of shit and they're 40 years old.
Mhm.
What?
That part. Mhm.
Say what
Mhm.
now?
It's
How,
crazy.
what are they gonna do
It's crazy.
when, because you ain't gonna be around forever. Like
I think
this is trash.
I think so me personally I think maybe some people disagree with me. I don't think there's anything wrong with being young and doing what young people do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I don't believe that you have to be tied down at a young age. As a
Mhm,
matter of fact, it's probably a pretty good idea if you're not at a really young age. You understand what I'm saying?
mhm,
And
mhm.
and that's not where my problem is. My problem is absolutely okay with that. You're young, go live life, enjoy life, and then later if you want to dedicate, and be in a monogamous relationship, then do that. Even if you're older and you don't want to be. I mean, everyone has the right. There's nothing wrong with that as long as everybody knows what the hell is going on. And that's where the issue lies. It's not in doing what grown people do. How you do it is
Yeah,
how you do it. But it's making sure that you're grown enough to say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing or this is where I'm at now." And then that way there's no hurt feelings, there's no drama, there's no, or even if there is hurt feelings, cuz it can happen, you can be messing around with somebody and, catch
mhm,
feelings.
mhm.
And then you do like I do and just block them. Oh, oh shit, I think I like him. I'm going to block him. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is robot. Um the point is nothing wrong with it. Your lifestyle is your lifestyle. What you want to do with your vagina and penis, and that's you. As
Yeah,
long as we're not hurting other people and as long as everybody's on board with it. And that's my issue. And that's exactly what I tell my kids. There's nothing wrong with doing what you're doing. Does everybody know about it? That's all that matters. If
yeah,
everybody know what's going on here, then hey, I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. Be young, be free, be old, be free. Wherever, just be free and honest about
Yeah.
what we doing.
Yeah.
That way there's no mess behind it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the issue is. The issue is, let's all be honest. If you're married and that person is not doing what they used to be doing, they're not stroking your ego, they're not satisfying you, there's problems financially, whatever the problem is, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Then that can be a discussion and then move forward from there. Hey, and yeah, I would you'll be hurt, but I'd rather someone hurt me with the truth than to kill me with a lie.
That part. I tell this to the youngest because I say to him, what did I say to him? I said this conversation is like, not he's getting it, So like I was saying it was something simple, like he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. He was playing a game when he was supposed to do his schoolwork. And I kind of knew he was goofing off, but I was like, listen, bud, it's better you be honest with me. I'm not gonna say that the truth ain't gonna hurt, because it will, but it's gonna hurt more if it's a lie. So just tell me.
That's
He
it.
was like, Mommy, I was playing Roblox. I was supposed to be doing
That part. Right.
He says,
So, right.
he said, but didn't it feel better to just be honest about it? He was like, yeah, it was weighing on him.
Oh yeah,
Poor
like
baby.
right. We'll be hurt. We'll be disappointed, but you know, it's a different hurt and a disappointment when you're being betrayed, when you're being
That's it.
lied to.
That's it.
So
And
yeah.
we're not saying it's ever easy to have those conversations. Yes, they are hard conversations, but we can't walk through life thinking that we're not supposed to have hard conversations. Life ain't like that. And you have to have those hard conversations because it's either going to serve one of two purposes. Either it's going to say, like in this instance here, if you're a husband and wife and you say, I am not being satisfied by XYZ, you open up the conversation so that way you can tackle it together and decide what your next steps should be. Like, don't take the choice away from somebody. Don't take the choice away. Just saying. But anyway, fellas, pull it together.
It's all
Ladies.
right to have options. As long as we all having options.
Want to have an open relationship? Just let me know so I can tell you no.
Right?
So
Like shit.
Or that don't work for me.
Look, or depending where I'm at, shit, I might be like, okay.
Nah. I like my men like I like my ice cream. I don't fucking share.
That part. Do
But
not play well with
whatever.
others.
I do not. Don't try me. Just say it. But we hope that you like this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We're trying to keep it light because, hey, there's a lot of shit going on in the world that's not very pretty. And we hope that this has brought you some joy and a little bit of fun. And thank you for joining us for another episode.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Our ousters, our day ones, our new ousters. Welcome to the family. Time is something that you can't get back, and you spent that time with us for this. I don't know how long this is going to be when it's aired, but for however long you stayed here with us, thank you so much.